God knew better. And one of the times when it was time for me to plan the program for my zone, the Lord told me to invite him to minister. And I struggled with that because I'm like,
Wow.
I don't even rate the guy. Like, why do you want me to bring him? So I invited him for, like, it took so much strength. Of course. It took so much. Oh, God, I don't want to do this, but if you say so. So I invited him, and then we started to become friends. So that was like the start. So it was very much God planned, not anything I really thought it would be on my end.
Wow.
Right. So when you proposed, when he told you were to be his wife, why did you give him no?
So I think the first time he told me, I think I invited him to the house like one of the days, and then I had like a list of questions in a journal that I wanted to ask him. So I sat him down, and I sat down, and I started asking questions one by one with a pen. And I'm like, okay, why do you want to marry me? I can't remember exactly what he said. So I got to question 2. Okay, when do you want to? I had a list of questions.
Oh, wow.
And I think I gave him an assignment, and he hated it. And then, at the same time, aside the fact that we had a conversation, I didn't think that we're heading the same direction at the time. Between those 2 years, I was not ready. And apparently, he's my first boyfriend. He was my first boyfriend.
Wow.
I didn't date anyone in school. I didn't date anybody in school. I didn't, I knew where I was heading to as a woman. I didn't want to waste my time with anybody. Just wanted to marry my husband.
Is it that they are not coming?
They came.
Because they must come.
No, I had a lot of situationships and a crush and yada yada yada. But every time that you feel like this could be the person, I never saw a future with them. Right? So between the span of 2 years, I had a few unresolved traumas that I knew I had to walk through. I didn't want to bleed on someone. So I wanted to take time to work through my traumas and to grow as a woman on my own. So I took that time. Not because I didn't like him. Even though it took 2 years, I made him know in the 2 years. I gave him green lights in the 2 years. So it was not, oh, yes, no. Nothing again. No, it was, yes, I'm not ready at this time. Okay, let's try again in a few months. So it was not like, oh, he was begging me for 2 years. No. Okay. It was that even though he knew I liked him, I knew it wasn't time. And at the time, he had a dream about us like stepping into a sheep together, and we just sung. And I also knew that God, like, it was not the time for us. So between those 2 years, I knew that God wanted to like make both of us better people for each other. So those 2 years of more of us becoming friends than becoming just boyfriend and girlfriend. So we spent time being in our relationship as friends and also just growing. So even when we came together, the trauma was not a baggage that he had to deal with. It was more of a situation where he understood where I was coming from, and it was just going to sync with where I was at the time and help me heal too at the same time. So that's where we were.
Wow, can we just celebrate?